Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sports Planet, our home of sports entertainment. I want to welcome everyone, every citizen, and I remain your one and only, your humble, not so humble, Daniel Honor. Now, today I've got interesting stuff for you guys. You don't want to miss this. First off, we'll be talking about tennis. Roger Federer is saying, and he believes that Rafael Nadal can replace Andy Murray as the world's number one. We're also going to be talking about football. Everybody knows the Premiership is starting today, this evening, and it's going to be starting with Arsenal versus Leicester. They're going to be the ones kicking off the league this season. So amazing things. And then from there, we're going to move on to boxing. Mayweather versus McGregor. You don't want to miss this. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First off, we are going to talk about tennis. Like I said, Roger Federer believes that Rafael Nadal can overtake Andy Murray to become the world's number one at this year's Rogers Cup at Montreal. Now, why he's saying this is because Andy Murray will not be participating at this year's Rogers Cup due to a knee injury that has been persistent throughout the year. Now, it's very tricky, and from what we are getting, Rafa Nadal just needs to get to the semi-finals just to become the new world number one player in tennis. And that's great stuff for Rafa Nadal. And what is more even striking is that Roger Federer is also participating in the Rogers Cup. Now, one would have thought that Roger Federer would have said, okay, maybe I can win and then become world number one. But he's giving the shot to Rafa Nadal. And surprisingly as well, Nadal has also proposed that the way that tennis players are being ranked should be changed. And he's saying this, that because of the way that they're being ranked, that every year they're being ranked, that players are always in pressure to actually train and to overwork themselves, citing Andy Murray as an example, his hip injury. And he's saying that that tennis should use the golf system of ranking their players every 2 years. So he's talking about having a longer term or a longer way of recording success. All right, so do not go anywhere. When we return, we'll be talking about the English Premiership, and I'll be having guests with me. You do not want to go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. With me is my good friend, and I'm sure you already know him, is Etinosa. All right, now we're going to be talking straight about the Premier League, which is starting today, and the first match, the kickoff match of the season, is Arsenal versus Leicester today, 7:45 p.m. What are expectations for that match?
The once champions versus the never champions.
Arsenal have won the league before. So, I mean, many times competitive.
Recent memory.
Okay, recent memories. Okay. I'll give you that. All right.
Okay, well, personally, I think we're going to see a revitalized Leicester this season. Leicester without the pressures of, being champions and all that. So, I think they can really bring their game to Arsenal. Arsenal plays, possession football mostly. Leicester is going to play on the counter-attack. It will be good to see if Iheanacho can hit the ground running. Hopefully, I predict a Leicester win.
But Leicester have never beaten Arsenal. Even when they won the league, Arsenal did the double on them, home and away. Arsenal was the only team to beat Leicester home and away when they won the league. So it's a very tough one, seeing Leicester will beat Arsenal. Talking about Arsenal side, that's high on morale. Talking about the win against Chelsea. Talking about the players that have Lacazette, Kolasinac, Sanchez is still there, Ozil is still there, Chamberlain and the rest, Ramsey. So you're talking about a very great, this is a big, Arsenal is having the momentum now. I'm not saying they will win the league, but I mean, come on, this is Arsenal versus Leicester. So I'm thinking Arsenal should win this one, but at least 2-1.
You mentioned that Leicester has never beaten Arsenal.
Well,
this is the first time that the league is starting on a Friday, so maybe the first time Leicester beats Arsenal.
The first time Leicester beats. That would be a great one for the history book. So people who are keeping record, we should take notes. But I mean, I do not see anything happening. The worst I see Arsenal doing is a draw. I do not see Arsenal losing. So let's just round up and go to other matches. We have Chelsea versus Burnley. Who do you think is going to win that match?
Chelsea, definitely.
But we know that Chelsea is going to win definitely. Watford, Liverpool.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Watford is usually a tricky opponent.
Especially for Liverpool. But I think Liverpool should
be able to.
They've not sold Coutinho yet to Barcelona.
So
I don't know if he will even be available. Then let's look at Man City Brighton. Brighton is a very small side. So I'm thinking as a demolition there.
Demolition.
Man City needs to do a demolition job on that. I mean,
although Brighton has been impressive in the Championship, but it's a different league. Exactly, it's a different league.
Not the same level. And then you have Manchester United versus West Ham.
Manchester United. Okay.
But West Ham is a tough team.
True, and Chicharito will have a point to prove after Mourinho.
Exactly, he's an ex-Man U player.
Yeah.
And they also West Ham also have Zabaleta as well. They have Payet and all that. All right, so that'll be a great match to watch. That's on Sunday. All these matches, on Saturdays, Man U, West Ham on Sunday. So great matches we have for you guys. All right, so do not go anywhere, guys. When we return, we're talking about the teams that are poised to win the league this season. We're talking about the top 5 teams that we believe are going to put up a challenge for the EPL this season. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. With me, I have Mr. Nkwonta. He's a fashionista and a football lover. As a Chelsea fan, you can see that already. I don't need to tell you that. Okay, so Nkwonta, let's get down to it. We're looking at this season. We're looking at this is the beginning of the new season, but at the end next year, who are the teams that you feel are in the race to win this title? Because we have Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, who are already, we know that the top 6 players in the league. But from your own perspective, who do you think is going to win the league this season?
I mean, there's no need to ask me this kind of question already. I'm already, represented. So I think Chelsea will win this.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a biased answer. A very biased answer. But we'll let that run. I mean, yes, Chelsea is a big team, but you need to understand that no team, which is also working against you guys, defended the title. It's been, the Premier League era, no team has done that. So it's very tough saying, and with what's happening to Chelsea, lack of signings and all that. That's a big problem.
Well, I think I believe in, much in training.
Okay.
And no matter the amount of players that all these other teams have gotten, if Conte really dedicates his time and train the players that he has, and with the confidence that we are building up, I feel like we'll get there.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Manchester team, because a lot of predictions people are making that the trophy would have eluded Manchester, as it has been in West London for the past 2 years now. So people are saying it's going back to Manchester, either Manchester United or Manchester City. Okay. So let's look at them. Manchester City have been the ones spending so much money, the highest spender this season, followed by Manchester United. Manchester City have bought in Benjamin Mendy, Kai Walker from Tottenham, Bernardo Silva, Ederson, Danilo. These are big quality players. So with that, what you say, he could go to Man City.
No, I actually don't think it will go to Man City.
You don't think it will go to Man City? Why?
The 2 teams I'm even thinking about would be Chelsea or Man United.
Okay. Why Man United? Why Man United?
One, because Jose Mourinho is actually in this team to win. Okay. And any contender to him, they're not. The teams are there, which is Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal,
Liverpool.
He's ready to crush everybody.
Okay, if he's not going to Chelsea, he's going to Manchester United. And let's look at Manchester United. Manchester have bought in Lukaku, from Everton. They bought in Nemanja Matic and Victor Lindelof. These are quality players. And interestingly, I'm happy that they got Lukaku and Matic. These are strong players that can work very well for Mourinho. Mourinho knows the Premier League much more better than Guardiola.
Yep.
Guardiola came in last season, won his first 6 matches. Everybody was, okay, this guy's going to win the league. Everybody gave Manchester the league last season. But at the end, he began to flop. The problem with big teams, especially when you buy so much stars, is that most times they begin to have this fatigue and they start to get it. Especially when you have to rotate player, because most of the players want to play regularly.
True.
So you have Bernardo Silva, you have David Silva, you have Kevin De Bruyne, you have Mendy, you have Ederson, you have a pack of midfielders. You have so much midfielders that to play them becomes a problem. Nobody knows about the Arturi, Fernandinho and the rest. So he's going to have a problem calming down this star-studded team. And that's why a star-studded team, they can fall apart when you least expect. So yes, I would agree that the trophy might go to Manchester United. Nobody knows. But this season, they can do well, especially the way they performed against Real Madrid. I was very, very impressed. Although their striker Rashford lacked some kind of experience.
He needs more training. Yeah.
He needs more time
and experience
to grow and mature in the game. But with Lukaku coming in, I think there's a lot of potential for Manchester United this season to win. Let's go to Arsenal. Every time everybody talk about Arsenal, is there any difference in Arsenal this season than previous seasons? How did you give an honest opinion? I'm an Arsenal fan, so I expect an honest opinion from you.
Well, I think from last season, it was terrible for them. But I think this season they're picking up. I think if they keep at this pace, they would actually go far.
You go far in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, but not win the league.
Maybe not win the league.
Not
I mean,
win the
let them not do too much.
Not do too much.
But I don't think they will win the league. No, just, at least get to top 4. Stay
top
there.
4. Okay, so Ghana fans, you've heard it now from a Chelsea fan.
No, stay there.
Big drivers, no league for us this season again.
I'm always being very honest.
No cup for us, no Premier League. So we should go and be fighting for Europa League.
Yes. Sorry.
All right. Okay. So that's where we draw the curtain here, guys. But don't go anywhere. We have boxing coming up. One of the biggest fights. People are calling the biggest fight in fighting history. Okay. This is McGregor versus Mayweather. All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, guys. Now, finally, for today, we have boxing. And if you're a boxing fan, you have to be expectant of what people are calling the most anticipated. I mean, it's one of the most overhyped, boxing matches in the history. I don't know how to say it. This match is to get over $1 billion in TV revenues, and already McGregor is having over $18 million. Mayweather is having $120 million or so. I mean, it's one of the biggest fights in terms of volume, in terms of monetary value. I mean, in boxing, and what makes this fight so interesting is not that it's boxing, it's a fusion of boxing and MMA. So you have boxing fans on one side, MMA fans on the other side. MMA fans are rooting for McGregor, boxing fans are rooting for Mayweather. It's so huge, it's big, but there's a problem. McGregor's sparring partner, Paulie McNaghy, has come out to say that the guy surrounds himself, that is, McGregor surrounds himself with a bunch of yes men. He revealed that McGregor is more concerned about putting up a spectacle, a show in training, rather than preparing for the biggest fight in boxing. He is saying that he expects Mayweather to actually win the match. Now, it's a serious thing. I mean, yes, the money is already confirmed. They're going to pay this athlete big amount of money, but people expect quality fight in this match. I'm not going to go there and expect a kind of exhibition display. People are paying huge amounts of money for this fight, and people want to see great stuff. We want to see knockouts, we want to see punches, jabs, and all that. Me personally, I believe that since McGregor is fighting on Mayweather stuff, McGregor is not a boxer, he's a mixed martial arts fighter. So he uses his legs, his knees, his elbow, his hands. But he's fighting in an environment that that is regimented. You only use your hands, your fist. You don't use your leg. And Mayweather has been boxing for over 20 years using his fist. He's experienced and he's undefeated. So in fact, Mayweather has more to fight for than McGregor. All right, so you can see already that it's already tipping in Mayweather's favor. That's what I feel. Do you feel otherwise, that maybe McGregor can be ruthless enough to defeat Mayweather? Let us know. All right, guys, so this is what I have for you guys today. I'm very happy that you're able to join me today in Sports Planet. All right, don't worry, this is not the end of it. You can always follow us on our social media platforms, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can also watch us on YouTube. And this is where I'm calling the day, guys. Have a nice day.